Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I am a third year foundation phase student, and today we are going to talk about the requirements of getting into university to do a degree, specifically foundation phase, but I'm pretty sure this applies pretty much to all teaching degrees. But here we go. So I'm going to talk a bit about my subjects that I had at school and the reasons why I chose them and why they actually didn't apply to when I was applying to university. So first things first is your languages are always going to be important. So I had home language English, first additional language Afrikaans, and my requirement for that was, I think I had to pass with 50%. So I know that the school's pass rate is less than university, but the university requires you to get 50% for your home language or your languages as combined, not combined, but both of the languages have to be 50% and above. That's a requirement. That is the minimum requirement. So if you go read on the websites, they will always tell you the minimum requirements, and that means that if you are getting 50%, that's great and they might consider you, but just remember they are going to choose the best of the best. Well, not necessarily, because I wasn't the best of the best, but they are going to look at you more if you get more than the minimum requirement, because that means that you are capable of doing the degree. Secondly, I did not have pure maths. I had maths lit. So if you are in a different country and don't know what that is, or if you are still in grade 9 and you need to choose your subjects, or if you are in grade 10 and considering that maths might not be for you, I personally struggled with pure maths. So I really struggled with pure maths, and to this day, even at university, maths is not my top subject. I'm not good at maths, but maths lit, the requirement is more. So I know maths, I think you have to get 40% for pure maths. I'm definitely under correction in this video as well, but so please do go look that up before you apply. Whatever, everything is on the website. They are very helpful, and if you are still unsure, if there are open days and if you find an information email address or even a telephone number that you can call, please don't hesitate to contact the university or institution, because they are there to help you. And yeah, there's no harm in asking. I asked at open days and at via phone calls and all of that stuff. I was not ashamed. I was like, why do I need to be, this is what I want, this is my dream, so that's what I'm going for. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So for maths lit, I'm pretty sure you have to get 60% and above. So for maths literacy, that's what it's called. Is it called maths literacy? Something like that. Anyway, and let me just, while we're on this topic, maths literacy and pure maths is two different types of maths. That's all I want to say. Yes, maths literacy is easier because it is maths that we use in everyday life, and maybe I'm talking nonsense, but that's just, in my opinion, maths lit was still challenging. Like I did well. If I must toot my own horn, I did well, but yeah. So anyway, so that's got to do with the maths. Please double check those minimum requirements, because I'm not 100% sure. And it also depends on the degree that you'd like to do and the phase that you want to do. So I'm talking in terms of foundation phase, because that is what I am studying. Then my subjects that I had in grade 10 or in grade 9, I had chosen biology, German, and accounting. And I dropped accounting very quick sticks because that was not for me at all. It's just I wasn't good with numbers, as you could tell by the fact that I had maths literacy. Accounting was just not for me. So I switched over to CAT, which is computer something. It's abbreviation. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. But the thing is, when I was in grade 9, wow, I sound old when I talk about like that. But when I was in grade 9, CAT was not a recognized subject at university. So even when I was applying for university, it still wasn't a recognized subject. So I had to do better in German and biology so that I could gather my points. I'm going to get to the point system now. But okay, so I had biology and German and CAT. Those were my subjects. So and then just keep in mind, certain subjects are not recognized by the university as a I can't remember what they call it, but it's not recognized as a subject that will give you access to go study at university, which I feel like is silly because all subjects are kind of, difficult. They all have their challenges, and every degree has their challenges. But anyway, so those are my subjects. Oh, and then life orientation, which I think is a recognized subject. But I'm sure you have to pass that as well. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember if that counted or not. I don't know if it counts now. I'm not very clued up on stuff like that. But those are the subjects that I had. Then they give you points based on the amount of the percentage that you got for that subject. So a lot of universities I know look at your November exam marks from grade 11, and then a lot of universities look at your matric results from March, June, and your finals. They skip over prelims because some schools make prelims unnecessarily difficult because they think that will help you in finals, which it actually really doesn't. It just makes your average go down. So just a PSA to all schools. But anyway, so they then calculate the universities have a different point system, but so if you get 50%, for example, this is an example, like each institution is different. But for example, if you get 50% for English, they'll give you 4 points, and then at the end you have 7 subjects, and then you can always take an extra subject, but I didn't. I only had 7 subjects, and under those 7 subjects you have to get a certain amount of points to then be considered at certain universities, and so obviously I met the requirements or whatever, but the thing is, I don't think ALO or life orientation counted, and my CAT didn't count. So those are 2 subjects that my points didn't matter. So like they didn't count the points from those 2 subjects. So I had 5 subjects to go off of to meet the requirement. And that is why it's very difficult to reach those points to get the minimum requirements or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so I hope that kind of helps, but any subject that you take should allow you to go study teaching. It's not like a medicine degree or something in the sciences where they need you to take physics, where they need you to have pure maths. It's just that they need you to, for teaching, you need to reach a certain minimum requirement to then teach. I'm not sure about senior phase. I think at certain universities, if you are planning on studying English, for example, your English needs to reach a minimum requirement that is higher than other degrees per se. If I can put it like that. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so just do research, ask if you need help, phone the university that you would like to go to and find out what they need from you. I would like to do another video on the application process and how you can go about doing that, because I know that is also very, very daunting. But if you are in grade 9 or even in high school and you're just considering doing a degree, please make sure that you are passionate about it, especially teaching, because teaching takes a special kind of heart. Every degree, every job is going to take a special kind of person, but teaching especially, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of different children from a lot of different backgrounds, from a lot of different households, and that they are going to have gone through, no matter what they have been through, they come to school to receive a good and acknowledgeable, or I don't know what the word is, what I'm looking for, but they are there to get a good and equal education, and that is your job, and you need to be passionate about that. And if you are unsure, let me just put that out there, because I have been through it. I studied nursing for 4 months in my first year out of school, and I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't for me. I didn't have the heart to do it. So I stopped that degree and I took the rest of the year to really figure out what I wanted to do. Teaching was always in the back of my mind, but I really had to sit and think, is that really what I want to do? Because I don't want to be wasting any more time, any more money, any more resources, all of that stuff. I don't want to be wasting something if I know that's not what I want to do for sure. So just be 100% sure that that is what you want to do, and that if you aren't sure, take the gap year. In my opinion, take the gap year, find a job, even if it's paying you peanuts. Find yourself a job to keep yourself occupied until you know exactly what you want to do. And if something that you want to do and you are not getting accepted into that degree, look into a way that you can better your marks. Look into a way that you can get into that degree. If you know that is what you want to do, work hard to do that thing. Because, oh sorry, the dog is just, yes she is, hello. Listen, come up. You don't want to say hello? Make sure that that is what you want to do. But anyway, I hope you all please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope that these videos are helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will be sure to answer them maybe in the next video. But I am off to work now, so have a great week. I'll see you all soon. Bye.